Okay, let's get started with this. So, let's, hello and welcome. We just got down a rabbit hole of some defunct company and the games which they made due to a conversation which arose in the break. Or rather, I forced everyone down a rabbit hole because I was interested. Anyway, we're going to be doing another Warhammer 2 Total War campaign tonight, and we're going to be playing as Clan Skurvy, I think. Yes, the DLC has been out for a while, and mods have been updated, so we're going to be continuing with our usual mod campaigns. Now, I have added some other new mods since the last time I have, and a number of other mods have been updated. I can't actually remember which ones I've added. It's been a bit. Let me have a look in here. Actually, because we're playing as a Skaven faction, I have turned off Clan Verkin. There's no compatibility issues with that. However, the units for Clan Verkin will show up for every other Skaven faction, though you can't build them. So just to minimize clutter, I've disabled that mod. So that, you know, we don't get confused by all the Clan Verkin factions showing up. There's no sound at the moment because I'm looking at my mod list trying to remind myself if there's ones which I have subscribed to, which would be relevant. Mulder's Menagerie by Chaos Ruby got updated. I think that's got a few more Skaven units in it. Other than that, I can't remember. Anyway, get started with them. Where are they? Here they are. Clan Skurvy. So Clan Skurvy is one of the clans which is on the Council of 13. They're technically one of the, well, they are one of the great clans of Skavendom. Though not as big as the four great clans, Clan Eshin, Molder, Scryer, and Pestilence. But Clan Skurvy is like the lead clan, I think, when it comes to sailing the seas. You can get from their name and from Skretch Half-Dead here, who I think is a character from the Dreadfleet series. I think in that Count Noctilus, where is he? This lad here, he resurrected a sea monster, and along with it, he resurrected a whole bunch of Skaven, which I think this is the story. He resurrected a whole bunch of Skaven, which was inside the sea monster because it ate them, and that happened to be Skretch Half-Dead and his crew. So they were all undead creatures under his control in the Dreadfleet. This is me trying to vaguely remember lore, which I had read a little bit of. I am sorry if it's wrong. Anyway, Clan Skurvy. I've only had a little look at it, so we're going to be learning about this together. Let's see. Faction effects. Plus 15 diplomatic relations with Skaven. Campaign movement range. Plus 15% for armies. All armies. That'll be useful for going across the seas. Actually, will that count as the ocean travel? I guess so. Range plus 25% for warp lock sails, warp lightning cannons, minus 30% for Skaven weapon teams units. I think this faction is very focused on like ranged combat. Plus 30% ammunition for Skaven weapon teams. And we also have Scurvy crew rat warpmuskets, Scurvy slave bombers, and Scurvy deck mortars. We'll play on hard campaign, normal battle, and I've been looking at playing with the legendary Chaos Invasion. I've actually done some campaigns as Krakadrak and as Kislev. And legendary Chaos Invasions is something else. There's quite a lot of them. I think the first wave has like 12 armies? I did actually see what Archaon's army ends up with, but I think it's like twice that, 24 armies or something like that. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, let's play with that. Why not? Oh, neat. Like custom artwork. That brief moment caught the gaze of the Horned Rat, and seeing a devious opportunity, his blessing was bestowed upon Skretch, restoring his sanity and shattering the necromantic hold. Infused with a shard of verminous power, his cunning piratical mind drove him to restore the Scabrus, its ancient rage pulsating within within a hate-filled viridescent heart. With his greed amplified by newfound power, he vowed to ensure no one shall shackle him nor deny him his plunder. Aha, really, scurvy sea rats. I think Clan Skurvy have their major hold underneath Tabaro, which is right next to Scabrus. If we can take that, we'll try. Before Clan Skurvy moves in and takes it over, because they like to do that within, like, the first 5 turns of the game, I think. I like this artwork. It's kind of reminiscent of the artwork from, what's it called? Darkest Dungeon. Heavy on the, shadows. I think Skretch has got some kind of device in his chest which is keeping him alive. Kind of thing reminds me, there's this other character, I think he's from the Mordheim game, a Skaven character who has, like, basically clockwork bionic upgrades to him. Okay, so yeah, I think this hasn't changed. So we've got, like, Mistnar over here. And this guy Ronin up here, but we also have our main lord, Skretch Half-Dead, down here. I don't know whether that's because of some incompatibility or not, or just how it is. I haven't actually looked it up, but yeah, look, this is a Scabrus. It's a big undead sea monster with a bell stuck on it and a crow's nest on it. It's got to be horrible to walk around or scurry around inside of that thing. But it is our ship. This is the warp cage heart for Skretch Half-Dead. The only thing unbinding your soul from the life of a thrall at such a terrible cost. Spell, Loyal Gunners. Oh, we can summon units of, It doesn't actually say what it summons. Explosion. Oh, does it just, like, blow up that area? Plus 30% casualty replenishment rate, plus 10 vampiric corruption local province. Passive ability Frenzy, regeneration, he causes fear, and he rampages. Okay. Yes. So let's see. Once a thrall, Skretch, should be Skretch, not Scratch, wishes to leave his life of servitude behind. Anti-infantry Frenzy, aquatic regeneration. Does he have aquatic? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, okay, he's like a dual sword wielding unit, I think. Or maybe one sword? Does he have a hook on the other hand? 90 armor, 60 leadership, 44 speed, 50 melee attack, 55 melee defense, 400 weapon strength, 120 armor piercing, bonus versus infantry is 25. Going to be pretty good against infantry. And 35 charge bonus. 25% missile resistance. It's not added by its item, is it? No. That's a bit higher than normal, I think. Siege attacker. That's nice. So we can attack settlements without having siege equipment. Yep, okay. What's this? Scurvy crew rat spears. Although fury and numbers count for much in a fight, a good shield cannot be overstated. I think that's just a generic message. Are they different? I think they're just like modelly a bit different. They look like they have little tricorn hats on. Usual sleighs. Scurvy slave bombers. Scurvy crew rat warp muskets. Yeah, it says they're aquatic too, but they don't seem to have the aquatic trait or ability down here. Aquatic would mean that they could move through water without movement penalties. And I think maybe fighting penalties? 68 in a unit. Their range is 182. So that's like archer range, I think. Okay. Yeah, wow. That's kind of good. Skaven don't have... Skaven have ranged units, but they don't have, like, archers or anything. They always had to rely on either slings or their weapon teams, at least on tabletop. It's same in this game. weapon teams include what's it called? Warplock Jezzails, Rattling guns, and so on. But this is just a unit of ranged units, so that's kind of nice. Not that it makes much difference in this. It may as well just be a large squad of Warplock Jezzails, because there's no... never mind. Never mind. 25 armor, 40 leadership, 42 speed, 24 melee attack, 17 melee defense. So yeah, mostly focused on range, 26 weapon strength, 6 armor piercing, I think that's about average, 10 charge, 35 ammunition. Range is 182, 21 missile strength, 17 of which is armor piercing. Okay, yeah, armor piercing. Not magical. Okay. I mean, I suppose they're not armed with warplock muskets, warplock Jezzails, because warplock. The thing is, Skaven warplock Jezzails are magical because they fire warpstone, or warpstone musket balls, or bullets, musket ball, well, balls. So that would be magical damage. It's just because the ranged magical damage for Skaven is so common, aside from their slingers. Okay. Skurvy slave bombers, expendable meat shield. Aquatic again, but they're not. 7 ammunition, flaming attacks, 55 range. I guess they're just like the what's it called? Deck bombers or whatever they're called. Zombie deckhand bombers. Expendable. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, okay. Generic text for a slinger. Generic text for a slinger unit. Scurvy land ship. It's a war machine. 13% physical resistance, 8% missile resistance, fire weakness is minus 15%, siege attacker, resilience, causes fear, and it's unbreakable. Overland and overseas. So it's like a doom wheel? But it doesn't have range attacks, it doesn't seem to shoot lightning on it. 340 weapon strength. 25 bonus versus infantry, 140 armor piercing. 100 armor. Yeah, okay. Gonna have to see what that looks like. And we've got mortars too, that's kind of cool. Raining death from the top deck of the Scabrus. Not much survives the bombardment. 33 ammunition, 380 range, 121 missile strength. Nice. Also, this also costs 1 food. Okay. I'm guessing since we have this ship, we don't necessarily need a settlement, because I don't like my chances of having to hold on to Misnar up here. And I might just disband Ronin up here. Depends on what the High Elves are doing. We have got a potential ally here in the Rotblood tribe. Many plagues upon you. They've actually had quite a bit of work on them. I don't think they're ready just yet.
I veto this.
But I will want to have a look at them at some point in the future. Oh, you don't want an alliance. Your army upkeep is only 140? 25 turns remaining. Something higher pushes this force to its limits for now, at least. Minus 85% upkeep for all units. What's this from? This just to help me with my economy early on? All fire throwers, poison wing, globadiers, rat ogres. Is this counted as a settlement for us? We don't have any unique buildings here. Yeah, you might be able to see some of the new units added from Chaos Roby's Boulder Menagerie. We get giant rats, which I'm grateful for, because wolf rats don't really fill up the giant rat hole in my heart. They're sort of an expendable meat shield, which is a bit faster than Skaven slaves, so. Aberrations, which are interesting. They're like half a rat ogre. They use the animations of the what are they called? The Mongols. They're unbreakable, which is pretty nice for an early unit. They don't have much armor, and they don't have that much staying power. They got rampage and unbreakable, but they're pretty easy to put down, I think, because they don't have the you know, physical resistance that the Mongols would have. The aborted experiments of crazed molders. Aberrations will go to any lengths to ensure that miserable lives are ended as quickly as possible. What else do we have? Mutant rat ogre? No, that's from a mod. Brood horror? No. Armored rat ogres. Here we go. They're rat ogres with armor. Yay. Like rat ogres needed to be. This is quite a nice upgrade for them. On the tabletop, they actually didn't have any armor at all. So they hit hard, but they were easy to put down. It also adds, yeah, the burrowing behemoth here, which can attack walls. They actually have a unique animation, I think, to where they start digging next to the walls to bring them down. They cause terror too, and they've got frenzy. And we've got chimera rats, which is what it sounds like. The chimera rat is a blasphemy against nature. That is a common rat with a hydra. What that is to a common rat, what a hydra is to a common lizard. It's a hydra with a whole bunch of rat heads on it. It's got constant regeneration if its health is less than 50%. Warp fire breath. Yay. I think that's about it. Yep. Okay. Anyway, so, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the settlement. As I said, I feel like Kothic is going to declare war on me pretty quickly. Let's have a look at our buildings here. So what do we get? Can upgrade to level 2, Captain's Hold. Upper deck gun. Scurvy Warlock Engineer. Okay, that's nice. Scurvy Warp Carronade and Deck Mortars. Warp Carronade. An engine of mass destruction that generates an amazing amount of energy concentrated into a single blast of pure warp lightning. I think this is like a warp lightning cannon, except I believe it's more based on the original warp lightning cannon model, which I approve of because I rather like the original one. It's very low to the ground. Later one sort of lifted it up onto a chassis, because it was a cross between the Plague Claw catapults. Well, the model kit could be made into either one of these. Scurvy Deck Engineers. Do they have unique spells? More powder. Ooh. Replenish ammunition. Oh, hey, extra powder too. And, yeah, cool. So we get those. 30% physical resistance too? Nice. Do we get rattling guns? We'll be able to replenish the ammunition for rattling guns. Warp Lightning, Howling Warp Gale, Death Frenzy, Scorch, Crack's Call, Flensing Ruin, and you get Doom Rocket. Okay, so it's got the basic Warlock Engineer spells. Scurvy Doom Rocket Launcher. Looks like we get, what's it called, Hellstorm Rocket Batteries. Plague Claw Catapults, Warp Lightning Cannons, Scurvy Deck Gun. Fires a... Or is this what it is? That is a lot of missile strength. What the heck? 2,542? Warp Lightning Cannons deal 204. 30 armor, 50 leadership. Yeah. 2 charge bonus. 26 ammunition, magical. Range is 625. 1,050 upkeep. What's this? Zap, 10 seconds, plus 10 ability recharge when it hits a unit. Okay. I guess because they get stunned from it. Oh, is that just like... No. A common thing amongst them. Well, if you want something to die, I guess just point that at them. Okay. Be interested to see what that's like. Lower deck gun ports. Scurvy crew rat bombers. Crew rat warp muskets. Yeah, okay. There's warp muskets. What's this? Scurvy Grayseer. Plague priests and Nessun sorcerers lead. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So we've got a spellcast. Yeah, he's got the lore of lore of the deep. Kiss of the deep. Tide call. Spiteful shot. Denizens of the deep. Summons rotting Prometheans. Fog of the damned. That would be nice. I like that spell. Vangeist's Revenge. Kraken's Pool. Arcane Conduit. Okay. It's a bit odd having a Grayseer as a hero. Because they're kind of the big cheeses. So they wouldn't be a mere hero under the control of another lord. they were sort of the lord of the army or not at all, but whatever. I don't mean to be overly picky when I'm saying things like that. I don't mind. Scurvy Warlock Deck Engineers. Doom Rocket. Something? Armor Piercing Missiles. Okay. 19 in the squad. Oh, Doom Rocket. It's a unit which fires Doom Rockets? Okay. Scurvy Storm Vermin Warp Muskets, if you want more heavily armored Warp Muskets. Melee attacks 25, melee defense 33, so they're a bit better at fighting in melee. Deathglow Bombardiers, Poison Wind Mortars, Warplock Giselles. That's the same old. Assassin, Scurvy Sniper. We've got Sniper Assassins. That's pretty cool. I can't see the stats though. I wish there was like a little, like, arrow here which you could flip out this sheet of skills for the stats of the character, of the hero. That would be nice. Night Runners with slings, Gutter Runners, that's all the same. Ashen Triers, Scurvy Deck Runners, that's different. Weeping Blades don't look any different from normal. Okay, is it supposed to be because I have aquatic? I don't know why the aquatic's not showing up. Is it because of an incompatibility on my end? Rat Ogres, Wolf Rats, Rotting Prometheans. Ooh, we can recruit those. Undead. They're going to be better than the Rat Ogres because they have a lot of armor. 38, 48. 26, 26. Yeah, Rat Ogres really don't compare against them. 140, 184. And they've got armor piercing. 80, 77. Okay, Rat Ogres deal a little bit more weapon strength. 22, 55. 22, 58. Okay, it's not even that much more armor piercing. Yeah, I mean, Rat Ogres get Frenzy. These don't. Packmasters. Scurvy Rotting Leviathans. Ooh, we get those. Okay. Help Hit Abominations. We get those at rank 4. Or at level 4. Mutant Rat Ogres. Brute Horrors. Oh, we don't get the Chaos Roby ones. Okay, that's fine. We would have to get a settlement for those because this ship is unique. With its building trees. That makes sense. Workshop of Corruption. Scurvy Warpfire Gunships. Is that a Skaven gyro bomber? Gyrocopter? It looks like it. Oh, we got rats in we got Skaven in dwarven gyrocopters. That's pretty cool. Doom Flayers, Doom Wheels, Scurvy Landship, Scurvy Warp Bomber. We've even got the gyro bombers. Yeah, nice. Clan Pestilence thing. That generates 12 food? Ooh, nice. Yeah, okay, we'll be definitely getting that, so I can... don't have to worry about food upkeep for a while. Warpstone Combustion. Okay. Campaign movement range of Winds of Magic. Your Warpstone Armor Plate. Growth and experience. And campaign movement and upkeep reduction. Okay, okay, nice, nice. Let's have a look at Skretch Half-Dead. What's it's got? Grand Fleet Master. Yep, we've seen that. It starts with this, because this is sort of keeping him either alive or it's keeping him under his own control, rather than going back to Count Noctilus. Count Noctilus's control. Sneaky, Tricksy, Warpstone Weapon. Ichthus. A gift from the Dread Fleet. Count Noctilus may collect on this favor. He gets a rotting Leviathan as a mount. That's pretty nice. Warpstone Investment. Investing into the fleet will give us more power in the council. Plus 15 leadership for the crew of the Scabrus. Plus 20% casualty repletion rate. Armor plus 15 for the crew of the Scabrus Lord's army. More supply ships. Increase our global reach will lead to domination. Horde growth plus 10. Income from raiding plus 30%. Income from sacking settlements plus 16%. Artillery spotter 25% range increase for artillery, plus 15% ammunition for artillery, plus 50% reload time reduction for artillery. Okay. Yellow tree looks to be the same. The red tree looks to be the same, and the blue tree looks to be the same. Okay, that's fine. Got some interesting things here. Nice upgrades for our units. Extra armor is nice. And the casualty replenishment. And that mount. Okay, so what are we going to be doing? Greatest clan fleet. More ships means more power. Yes, yes. And full speed. Okay. I don't really have a plan for this campaign. Sail around and raid people, I suppose. I dare say to land. That'll be interesting playing as a Skaven faction when you're predominantly focused on ranged. Guess we're gonna need more slaves to hold off the enemy. And upgrade this. Do I want this building here? I don't know. Can we get the wolf rats here? Yes, we can. Okay. So we can get all the base units there. At least most of them, it seems. How much income is this generating? 140. Minus 140. Oh, its income is perfectly covering the cost of our army here.
Warlock of Skaven Blight.
Of course. I agree.
Possibly win an early battle against Torkuralai?
Engineer, here.
Warp fire throwers, poison wing globadiers, rat ogres, we've got a warlock master.
Allow me.
You've got archers, probably spears, and maybe a unit of silver helms, along with more spears and archers. If I get more food, menace from below should be able to deal with that problem. Unless I replace this with wolf rats. Or with the breeding stock, but that will take 4 turns. Oh, because this is an uninhabitable climate. What's our habitable climates? Uninhabitable, temperate island, ocean, and magical forest. Feels like ocean should be suitable. If we took over the vortex for our own. That would be an interesting campaign. Like, target for us. If we could do that. Displace Count Noctilus, take it over for ourselves. Okay. Yeah, okay, that seems like basic Skaven stuff, I think. Pretty much everywhere except the island and, yeah. So if we moved somewhere, we might want to move over to Lyonesse or maybe into Massive Orcal. Or possibly taking, Bordello.
Protector of the realm.
That would be a nice settlement to own. Let's see, Bordello. They're going to have peasants and probably some knights.
Warlock ready.
I upgrade this, what do we get to? Chieftain, clan rats, and spears, and shields. Do I want to spend 3,000 for that, or do I want to just fill out my army with more clan rats?
Yes, yes.
They're so cheap upkeep-wise for 25 turns. Should take advantage of that. We could get Scurvy slave bombers from our ship all the way over here. Do that. I might also get some more slingers. Slingers are nice. Do I want a chieftain? After I upgrade you, what can we do with our ship? I'm gonna have to wait for surplus population. That's going to take 5 turns for 1 point. Okay, so it's like roughly 10 turns for 2 points. And I think for the first one, we'll probably get the slave acquisition quarters. The sea will not sweep us away, so that we can get more growth earlier on. So that we can get up this faster. That's also going to increase our growth too. To 8, so it doubles it. Okay. So next turn it's actually going to be quite a bit faster. That's up to 12, 16, 20. Not that it really matters at that point. Well, I mean, it does for the other buildings. I keep forgetting that the other buildings for a horde require growth.
Warpstone.
See, I don't know whether it's worth getting it for the chieftain. We can make use of the chieftain. Damage walls. Yeah, actually. Getting for that. And research. We actually have some unique researchers. Research text. Let's see. What do we got? Clan fleet for Clan Skurvy. Skurvy spelled wrong there. 10% campaign movement range for armies. Okay, we're going to be moving really fast all over the place with all these upgrades. Clan fleet from shipwrecks. And what was that also? 5% casualty replenishment rate. 10% range for Warplock Jezzails, Warp Lightning Cannon units, all armies, and -1 turn for global recruitment units. That's nice. Or global recruitment duration. Clan fleet from captured Vampire Coast vessels. -50% upkeep for Skaven weapon teamer units, all armies. Plus 10% income for trade tariffs. New weapon sites. How's our... We're going to need a settlement so that we can trade with people. That makes Borderlo even more tempting. Because, having a big settlement or something like that. Because we don't trade with our ship. We would trade with our land settlement. New weapon sites. 25% ammunition for Skaven weapon teams. -2 global recruitment duration. This goes like this. Or it goes like this, and then these ones I think you just pay for whenever. Oh no, they go down. You can see this line over there. Clan fleet from Clan Skurvy. Food capacity plus 30. Food generated 15. Wow, okay. Clan fleet from captured Imperial vessels. Plus 10% income from trade tariffs. Local recruitment capacity plus 1. Warp powder mixed from Clan Skurvy. Plus 5 recruitment rank for Skaven weapon teams. Plus 25% ammunition for missile weapons, missile infantry and Skaven weapon team units. Stolen dwarf forge from Clan Ferric. 10% missile strength for Skaven weapon teams. Plus 10 armor and plus 10% range. Clan fleet from captured dwarf vessels. -3 global recruitment duration. Turn for all units. Did these stack? Because that would mean we'd have 1, 2, 3. It's -6. At that point, we'd pretty much be able to recruit everything in one turn in global recruitment, regardless of where we are. That's pretty nice. Plus 20% ammunition for doom wheels, plague claw catapults, and warp lightning cannons. I'm going to be having to raid a lot with all these costs. 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, all up to 9,000. Plus 10% reload time reduction for doom wheels, plague claw catapults, and warp lightning cannons. Okay, along with the whole rest of the Skaven research tree, which we're going to need a settlement for. Okay. I feel like
Now they'll see.
we're going to have to attack some settlements just to get some money. Do we have any unique lords? Don't think so. Graciers, Master Assassin, Warlocks. Nope, okay. Yeah, we'll start on Clan Fleet from Clan Skurvy. Any new rights? Nope. Okay, that's fine. Plague Police, Warlock Engineer. We're missing the one which gives you the Great Clan Stone. You know, like Clan Skurvy has, I think it's, is it like magical defense? Clan Pestilence gives poison attacks. Clan Molder, I think, gives regeneration. Clan Eshin gives I can't remember. Armor piercing or something like that. But yeah, this will be useful. I want to set up some undercities. Speaking of which, there was another mod which came out recently which makes Skaven settlements passively spread the undercity underneath them, around them, so Skaven Blight would spread it to neighboring regions, which seems like they should probably do that. There's a discussion I was part of a little bit back about how undercities could be made a bit more useful, because personally, I said the turn. Personally, I tend to stick to the same 4 buildings when constructing them. It's like lower discoverability, expanding the Under Empire, collecting food, and also percentage of the income of the settlement you're underneath, if the settlement's generating like 2,000 gold. I don't really build any of the other buildings. The 2 mainline buildings increase like your armies in that region. It's like, well, yeah, but I'm not going to be sending my army over to Altdorf if I'm in Skaven Blight. Anyway. Grits, guts, gut stabber. I don't feel like kicking around some greenskins.
We are brave, mighty.
Did upgrade that, didn't I? Yes. Oh, the icon hasn't changed its little... That's fine. We know what level it is.
Clan will rise.
Guess we're going to be bombarding you from
Warlock master.
range. Wait, you didn't recruit them? Oh no, because... yeah, right. Uninhabitable climate. Recruitment duration plus 1 turn for all local armies.
Master
Yep. Yep, so it's taking 2 turns to recruit them all. Ugh. 3,137. I don't think we could take you. Pistoliers, great cannons, along with the garrison and this other army there. Let's go after the greenskins. Good. Miss Chopper was clean.
Storm vermin, attend me.
No. Did you have to go on land?
Skaven warlock.
Fine, whatever. They'll probably come and attack us. I thought he would have laid siege to it. You can't, like, attack from the sea like you can in Rome 2 and Attila. It's a bit of a shame. It would make sense if you could. But, oh well. It's like, not like they've got a chance against us anyway. Do I want menace from below? I'll get 2. I want a little bit more oomph in my infantry. Okay, let's have a look at our units and see what they're like. Grits, Guts, Gut Stabber versus Skretch Half-Dead. Try out our mortars. Do the mortars have magical attacks? No. Okay. I can hear that land ship. Okay, pretty nice.
Now, ready, now.
Let's spread you out over here. Spread you out over here. Bombers, you can go there. Clan rats with shields, you can go back here.
Lord of Skaven Blight. Doom wheel.
You can go there.
Bloody whiskers. Ready.
Okay, let's have a look at our units. He looks pretty cool. Actually, hold on. Let's put him up here for the moment so that I can see him a bit more, you know, evenly positioned. Oh, the other... Yeah, they're coming from over there. Okay. Let's position our artillery that way. That's going to be the garrison coming in over there. I like the look of that ship. Let's position you here.
Warlock.
Bombers like this.
Skaven slaves.
Slaves like this.
Doom wheel.
And you there.
Warlock. Great clans, CC.
Okay. Let's pause and have a look. Yeah. I like to look at him. Look at him. He's got a little pirate hat on. And he's got he's got a little rat with a beak and some wings stretched to it on his shoulder. It's adorable. That's actually the same as in his artwork. He's got a little rat with a little beak on it. And all the Skaven have got like pirate hats on. It's great. I like the yellow on their uniforms. It's not just yellow either. There's some oranges in there too. But come on, where's there we go. Oh, the little rat on his shoulder. I like his cutlasses too. That's cool. The other rats. Yeah, they've all got pirate hats. They just need some like eye patches. And some peg legs or something. I think it's Skretch undead? No, he's not undead. Okay, he's got regeneration and frenzy. Oh, are these actually storm vermin? No, they're warp muskets. It's getting confused. I thought they had helmets. Yeah, they've got all pirate hats too. And they've got the like muskets from the Vampire Coast. With bayonets, which we'll never use. Here we go. And the bombers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're slaves. And they've got like, yeah, bomb satchels on their belts. Do the slaves look any different? No. Again, I like the yellow and how it's got like yellow and this darker orangey yellow. Looks nice. But yeah, they're not important enough. They don't get the fancy hats. So look at this monstrosity. I'm pretty sure this is the Skaven campaign map model for the ship. It's got the big plague sensor on the front. It's repurposed into some kind of battlefield monstrosity. It's got a bunch of Skavens sitting on the front of it. It works pretty well, actually. I feel like it should have a cloud around it because of this. But and our mortars, which are their mortars. Oh, they've got the Skaven symbol on them. Okay, yeah, the metal's been changed. They look a bit more corroded than normal. And they've got the Warlock Engineer, like, gas masks on. Oh, that guy doesn't, but, you know, most of they have the apparatus on. Okay, cool. You see what this looks like in motion? Yeah, it's like jiggling around. Do the wheels move? Oh, they do. That's cool.
At once.
Chug, 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 chug. The smoke there needs to be repositioned. Because it would be coming out of where it was on the, what's it called? The, steam tank. Maybe it should be coming out of, like, here or something. Other than that, it's really neat. Okay. Oh, they're going over there. Ooh, hang on.
Now move. On, run.
Okay. Position yourselves around here. It's actually rather fast. Look at that. 84 speed. Chug, 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 chug. Does it have ranged attacks? No, it doesn't. It's just purely melee. I'd expect the Skaven on the front to have, like, muskets or something and shooting at people, but... Shalom! Ooh, wow. That's a heck of a fireworks display. What is it? These mortars aren't normal mortars. I should probably mention that somewhere. That certainly looks magical. there's our warp muskets coming in.
Ready! Ready! Onward! Agreed!
Okay, position yourselves like this.
Warpmuskets out!
Pow! Slaves up the front, you know, trying to block them somewhat. Land ship into the battle. Chug, 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 chug. Splat. Okay, position yourselves up here, and you. Like that. Bombers, get over here. Ooh, look at the bombs. Pow! Yeah, they're using like warp bomb explosions or something. Ah, land ship. Yeah, okay. What's its physical resistance? 13%. Okay, so it's not. I don't think it's as tough as a steamship. I mean, it wouldn't be. Has it got a weakness to fire? Yeah, it does, because it's made of wood. Maybe it's comparable to the land ship from what's it called? Marienburg.
Retreat, retreat!
Who's retreating? Meow. Do these little secondary explosions deal damage? Yeah, it looks like they do. They just hurt those clan rats there. Who's fleeing? Cowards! Pow! Pow, 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 pow. Come on. Chuck the bombs. Fire. The bombs seem to do pretty good damage. Okay. Where's Skretch? Where is he? Go on. Around here somewhere? There he is. I just love that little that little parrot rat on his shoulder. It's adorable. Toot toot, coming through.
Move, Brad! This is moved!
They got good range.
Yes, yes! Skaven slaves! Not scurry yet! Attack!
Bombs again. Come on, shoot the rest of them. They've got a good rate of fire too. What's their firing rate? 10.8 seconds. Okay. What do they look like while they're firing their guns? I guess they're using. Yeah, okay. I guess they're using like the gunner's half of the animations for warp block to sail. See that mortar again. I was not expecting that. Yeah, it does kill more. Okay. Decisive victory. 117, 57, 27, 21, 90, 50, 37, 67. These are going to be very useful once we get a bit more of a front line. 34 for that, so they weren't stuck in melee for too long. I like the bombers. It's like having slingers, but they have more oomph. And Skretch got 4 kills. I wonder whether any of the other artillery have different effects. Okay. Can't actually see the little rat on... Oh no, there it is. You can just see it. You can see a little red patch there on his shoulder. From its wing.
Yes! More slaves for me.
Yeah, eat the captives.
More
Nom.
slaves! More power!
Okay, there we go.
All tales
Spend a
are
point.
mine.
What will we get? I wonder if what our ranged weapons the warpmuskets count as. Would they get the bonuses of the warp? I'm guessing they count as weapons teams? Because that's what Jezzail's count as. So getting Blastmaster would be nice. Inspiring Presence. Or should I get Looter so that we get more money when we raise? We're not going to be ambushing too much if we're sailing around the oceans. You can't ambush on the sea. Which seems like something you should be able to do. But hang on. No, that's on land. Yeah, okay. Looting settlements. Now that's... Yeah, that's... Okay, let's go for Inspiring Presence.
Die!
Okay, just auto resolve that.
Battle! Cowards answer to me!
Okay. 10 food. Do I want this as a settlement? It would be more useful to have the settlement over here. At least for the moment. Than it would be to have it over an Ulth one. Also because this settlement is in an area which is habitable to me. Unlike Misnar, which is uninhabitable.
Take precious things!
Yes. I think I'm actually going to own this.
Warlord, me!
We get salt generation. Ruling boroughs.
Warlock!
So, am I going to sail you over there? If I sail you over there, chances are you're going to get attacked by pirates. Other than us.
Honor before glory.
Clan Skurvy!
You have Warp Lightning. Don't know whether you've got enough.
Me!
The bombers are nice. Oh, you went up 2 levels.
Are mine!
I get Blastmaster. Oh yes, one of these locals, this one is for our ship. It should say like, local ship. Rather than just local for both of them. Yeah, do we get any of the, like, cannon abilities during a battle? Public order +2. It's a bit odd. Don't have to worry about public order on your ship. There's no mutinies. I guess that's when you're in a region. Campaign line of sight increase. Under here? Oh, okay. Whatever. 68 upkeep. That's really not that much. Get more slaves and slingers. And, bombers.
Bow to me! Warp! Lightning!
Do I want to keep recruiting your army? I kind of want to combine these units into, Skretch's army. Warpfire thrower, poison wing globadiers, these bombers I recruited, and the rat ogres would be useful. What are these guys? Of course, they cost a lot more upkeep wise. Just an awkward position. As I said, Tabaro is actually where Clan Skurvy have their settlement, I believe. Their main settlement.
Kill things.
I believe it's under there.
Technoc sorcerer.
Gladly.
Machines and then sorcery.
Of course.
What do you got? Spearmen, archers.
How wise.
Spearmen, archers.
Master engineer.
I don't think I could attack that without expending a lot of food. And even then, clan rats are not going to be able to deal with the spearmen. We need something better than just fighting them in melee. Warpfire throwers aren't very useful during a siege. Okay. I'm going to cancel the construction of that. I think I'm going to try and sail him down to here. This is probably not going to go too well. But we'll see. I'm just going to abandon the settlement. The biggest penalty for it is the uninhabitable climate. Generating basically no money. It takes a long time to do anything there. And we're going to get attacked by all of Wolf 1, so... eh. Okay. Guess I'll keep sailing you down here. Making enemies of everyone we meet, because nobody likes Skaven. Yeah.
Harbinger of doom.
I feel you're going to declare war on me.
I am great powerful one.
That's what I was afraid of. Getting within range of those pirates, I think, pretty much means they're going to attack you.
Command.
Well, with how our mortars are,
Guide us, Horned One.
I feel our chances of attacking Mermans is a lot better. What I thought it would be.
Horned One watches me.
The Empire.
Oh, you're right there. Are you going to attack us with the garrison out? With the garrison as well? Actually, we're not at war with you. You're probably going to hide in the settlement, though. Nope. He buggered off. Where'd he go? Pirates, please don't attack me. Please don't attack me. Please don't attack me. Oh, they declared war on me, though.
No, you failed.
Okay,
The council is disappointed.
where do I go?
No, need my warp tokens.
Is that out of your range? It looks like it is. It's so hard to tell.
No.
Like, this is their movement, this is their engagement range, this is their full speed ahead movement range. But I feel like there's always a bit of leeway when it comes to it. Let's move over here.
Master engineer.
We're gonna have to deal with sloppy crookshanks sometime, though. I think.
I am warlord.
Let's attack Myrmidons! More money! Oh yeah, this is going to be easy! Can this attack... Oh no, no. It's a siege attacker, but it doesn't have a cannon on it. So it can... it just like butts up against the walls or something. Yeah, with that sound effect. Okay.
Fight.
And be careful about using my food. Is that going to lower the growth of my ship? That's something to think of. Well, do I need menace from below? Flood through the gate. Our mortars can attack a bunch of things. Our warp muskets. Only going to be able to shoot things up on the walls. The bombers, maybe. This is going to be our main way to get through the walls. They don't have any cavalry. I'm going to spend 2 points. I just like having it to tie up some units nearby. Maybe I'll take Mermans. That would be a nicer settlement than the one in the Badlands. Since it is a capital. More build options. More potential for money. We could also probably go and maybe take Sartosa. Do we get penalties for vampire corruption? I think we do. So that item of Skretch is going to be a issue for us. As vampire corruption will build up in the regions we're in. Okay. And you. And that. And bombers. There we go.
Warlord! Slingers! Warlord! War-black giants! Guide us, Cold One! Our tail's yours! Fight! Fight!
Okay.
Scurry!
Should I put you up on the walls, up over here, so that you can shoot? Might have a better chance of Yeah, okay, our mortars do a pretty nice job there. Ooh. But we might have to sit back while they bombard the walls. Looks like they might. If we sit here, they're going to be hitting us with their own shells. Cursed Skaven stuff. Why does it have to be so destructive? Oh, interesting. Those ones didn't split up. Are you sniping some of them on the walls? Looks like you are. Pew! You get a better angle of fire up there on the hill. Yeah, there we go. Oh, interesting. Our slingers are actually arcing their shots up. Some of them are. These ones are. Why aren't these ones? They're just sort of going straight for them. Okay, charge in, I guess. Oh god, here we come. Squish. Where'd he go? Are you... You're pushing him around, are you? Oh, there he is. Oh, he fell over. Oh, so silly. Okay, yep. Bombers, get in. Oh man, this is gonna hurt. There he goes.
Excellent! Yes, yes!
Go attack him, just so that we don't sit within range of our mortars. And so it's hurt. Yeah, I think we'll leave it to our mortars. They seem to be doing a fine job of destroying all the things up on the walls. All the defenders. It's just like sailing around. They're burning. They're burning donuts into the cobblestone. There we go. Attack those guys? You don't have as good of an angle on them because there's this little tower there. Maybe these guys. You can get some shots off, but... well, whatever. Pew! Attack there, attack there. Uh-oh. Ah! There's some friendly fire there. Sit back here. Slingers go over here. Actually, I kind of want my slingers to stay over here so they take the shots from the towers. Okay. I don't think your range is that great. You can't shoot at them anymore. You get the occasional shot. Oh, he's back again. Go get him. Okay, bombers, move up, and I want you to chuck some bombs at them. Oh yeah! Nice shots! Hitting them between the crenellations. That works pretty well. Nice. And they shattered. Hooray! Good, good. Those mortars did really good work. How much damage do they deal to a building? 43, 16, 20. Okay, it's about what you'd expect. I think this one either got hit by quite a few shots, it looks like it, with all these little blue marks on the walls. Yeah, it seems like if they hit a angled surface, they don't, like, explode and have all the little shots spread out as they're supposed to. I guess because all the little missiles which fly off all hit on the same spot. Okay. Close victory. 133, 168. Yeah, I like those mortars. 15 for Skretch. 12, 13, 30, 11. Yeah. Bombers are actually pretty useful. They're chucking their bombs up onto the walls. And our sleigh as well. 122 kills for those crossbows over there. Hopefully all sleighs though. Or the bombers. Even the bombers, they're kind of really cheap. It doesn't matter. Just fill them out, fill your army out. You probably get them instead of the slingers. But the slingers have a larger squad. It means they pour out more missiles.
Praise me!
Okay, food and
Fine.
I really don't like settling a settlement at level 1, but I don't want to spend.
On all loot.
Yeah, no.
Gather, steal
Ooh.
everything.
The Gunnison Cron. Oh, we can't make use of it though, can we? Because is our item armor? No, I think it's a no, I think it's a trinket or something. Fortunately, this volume contains every sleight made against the Dawi on the high seas. Has been made with runes of waterproofing. 10% physical resistance, income from post-battle loot plus 50%. That's basically perfect. Yeah, you can use it. Yeah, because this is a enchanted item, and we can't take it off. That's nice. Nice find. 10% physical resistance. You get physical resistance from this? No, you don't. Okay. Wait. Loyal gunners. I haven't used that. Okay, I'm gonna have to check what that is. But that's on Skretch. Target, ground within 200 meters, duration for 13 seconds. Can disrupt unit formation, huge explosion area, strong versus multiple units, summoned units degrade over time. Okay, so it does summon a unit. I guess it's like Pestilent Birth or something like that. Okay. Growth, yeah, 12. Maybe we'll take over Zvorak as well. Actually. Leave that building there. Because that will allow me to get, ferocious plans. Yep. What's ruthless plans? Taskmaster's platform. Okay. Yeah, we're spreading vampire corruption around here already. Yay. And as I said, I don't think we are immune to that. Oh! Apparently he is. Scratches. But the rest of the army does not seem to be. Interesting, these guys are resistant to high seas attrition. These guys aren't. So, I wonder what that means. Part of the army?
Great leader.
He doesn't seem to be immune to high seas attrition. Don't know why Horde infighting's there. I mean, we're not Beastmen. Or Chaos. Yeah, okay, so it looks like unless he applies this to the rest of the army, I really don't know how this resilience thing here works. Only he would be immune to vampiric attrition. Though we can avoid it by just going into the underway stance. So, it's not that big of a deal. Get some more slaves.
Which clan?
Entered. We encounter pirates of Sartosa and Aranessa Saltspite. How do you feel about rats? Bilge rats, as it were. We're not undead. Or chaos. Raiding Gruntimingo, yeah. Okay. You're going to be chasing me all over the which way, aren't you? I was going to say, Clan Skurvy hasn't taken this already, have they? No. Eastman. Tabaro is still owned by Tabaro. I don't know whether we get a unique settlement, unique building if we took that. If the opportunity arises, we might take it. If it ends up getting taken by Clan Skurvy, I probably won't try and get it just because I don't want to go to war with Clan Skurvy. I'd prefer to keep them as a trading partner. We can just travel over the through the tunnels to Grunty Mingol. That's nice. Yep. Good thing is, Skaven don't have to worry about the unrest caused by corruption. Ugh, I think they only care about Skaven corruption with that. Vampiric and Chaos corruption don't cause any ill effects for them. Carcassonne, public order-wise. Yeah, okay, you're just attacking me. Bye!
Taste battle.
Let's get more food. Teeth snatchers are no more. Carcassonne declares war on the Beastmen. United against us, Truthsayers Council. Enemies, Grey Point Scuttlers. Who the zog are the Grey Point Scuttlers? And where are they? Are we going to have Albion sailing down to attack us? Is there any other areas of the map we can see? We can kind of see over here for some reason. Okay. Looks like we might have a rival faction somewhere. Apparently.
Machines and then sorcery.
I might send you to have a look up there.
You're in my optics.
Okay, you've gone up another level. Get Blast Master level 3. Let's see, does that improve them? Seems like it does. Maybe? No, they had 182 from the beginning, so I don't think it has increased their range. It's increased their ammunition. Does it increase range? No, it increases reload time. So it is affecting them. Ooh, 9.4 seconds. Yes, that has gone down. Okay. And they got 40 ammunition now. Hasn't affected them. That makes sense. Did it increase? This gave him weapon team units. 16.3. 33. Seems like it might have increased the mortars as well. Do I want to upgrade this to the captain's office? Or growth. It also gives us scurvy crew rats and chieftain. Not that we get spears all the way, like shields all the way up here. I think maybe they should be here, then there. Storm vermin all the way up there. Well, since this increases growth, let's keep getting our let's keep increasing our office. And yes. Okay, enter. We're actually able to get our strength up rather quickly. Global recruitment will soon go down by 1. That will mean I'll be able to recruit our basic units pretty much in 1 turn wherever I am. Which will be nice for getting, like, wolf rats and whatever, wherever I am. If I have the building on land and I don't have it in our ship. Okay. Unhappy populace. Boo-hoo. I don't really care. Get Taskmaster's platform. No, it's going to cost me a lot of money.
All tails are mine.
Yeah, go over here. Is Tabaro still open? It is.
What a trip!
What a trip! If we go over here.
Engineer of Scryer.
Icket is looking at it. Garrison is swordsman, spearman, crossbows.
priestess of the lady.
Knights in Carmine, Pevis crossbowmen, swashbucklers, spearmen,
Praise Sigma.
crossbows, spears and swords. Nah.
Diabolic devices. More warpstone. Now.
You're about to drop a massive, you know,
Warlock on
nuke
water.
on them. Yeah, we can't take that with our army as it is there. Maybe if I'd moved Skurvy over there from the beginning, I could beat them both up and take it then. But as I said, I don't even know if we get a unique building there. So with that uncertainty, I would prefer to have Mermans, which is a capital. Even if it has a unique building here, it would only be a minor settlement. Okay. Ooh, hang on. Come to think of it. We can do this now, can't we?
Must spread our own corruption.
Abandoned settlement. And I have... That's actually generating me 500 income. That's a nice amount. But I want more food. Because we're running at a deficit of -5. -2 to for army upkeep and -3 for settlement upkeep.
Skaven warlord.
I should get Unholy Temple next. Yep. That'll be easy to get. That will cover my food costs and give me +1 every turn. If I keep +2 every turn, because I just destroyed that settlement up in Ulthuan. Doesn't matter. I don't want it anyway. It's all the way over there. It has no advantage. Okay. I'm feeling I want to go up and, like, sack at Zavorak. I don't know whether I'd take it over. Oh, they didn't actually get defeated by, Wicked Claw.
Damsel, I serve the lady.
Engineer.
We also have to worry about, what's it called? Your loyalty. I'm going to keep having you sail over here.
The sea brings death.
Hey, Sartosa, how's it going?
My anger rises like the tide. Don't test it. Want to slit throat?
Nope. Okay. Bye.
Verminous valor.
Let's go over here.
Reputator.
By Sigma, no.
I don't know who you are. You have no name. The Lord with no name. Ooh! I just remembered. One of the mods which I have activated is provincial, what's it called? Provincial patrols. Which, it does what it sounds like. When a faction owns an entire province, it will spawn a little army, which will roam around the region. Back and forth, back and forth. That might actually be what that is. And it will attack any armies which go into the region. It doesn't cost any upkeep for the faction owning it. There's one. Provincial Patrol. It's just like little armies, which, if you attack them with a similarly small army, you actually get a bit of a bonus. Like, I haven't actually seen it yet, but apparently you get, like, little debuffs to the region. It's like you've done a preemptive strike against them and hit their supply lines or something like that. You have to attack them with an army of smaller or similar size to what they are. So, no attacking this 8 army with a army stack at 20. You have to attack it with around 8, which makes for smaller battles, which is rather nice. As a side effect of this, I have seen that the AI will tend to attack the provincial armies with smaller armies, which is nice too. Playing as Kislev, all the way up here, I had in, what's this region? Volksgrad. Had a provincial army which was running between Prague and Volksgrad. And every now and then they'd get attacked by the Famir up here. From Ovian Lost Factions. And the Famir's armies were made up of, well, a Famir Lord and a bunch of river trolls. Or at some point they were like a bunch of, what's it called? Plague Bearers of Nurgle. But the river trolls were fun because, Plague Bearers of Nurgle are fun. But the river trolls were fun because I got attacked at one point by like a stack of 16 of them. But I was able to defeat it because I had low leadership. But it was a close one because I just had the provincial army sitting here. It was like, oh, what was it? It had a lord in it, a unit of swords, 3 units of spears, I think a unit of handgunners, 3 units of archers, a unit of outriders, and a unit of pistoliers. So it was about 16 units because the provincial patrols increase in size and strength of the units as the settlement grows. So if you have a, you know, level 1 or 2 settlement, it will have something like this. If you have a level 5 settlement, it will be like 16 units. They don't get up to 20. And yeah, you know, it'll have better units in it. I think some of the Empire ones I've seen have like great cannons in them later on. I don't think it's anything fantastically powerful, but it's nice. At least the AI, it seemed like, with the smaller armies around, they felt like they could take them with smaller armies, so you get smaller skirmish battles, which is rather nice. A bit of variation instead of having 2 full stacks of 20 slamming against each other all the time. You have smaller tactical battles, which means each individual unit has a bit more of a you know, tactical importance. If this is a provincial patrol, which I'm assuming it is, from the makeup of it, we won't get a bonus from this because it's only like what, 8-12 units, and we're full stack of 20. So, and we're ambushing it.
Win battle.
Let's just crush them. So yeah, that's quite a nice mod. And it doesn't seem to, it doesn't decrease the turn timer either. That was a major concern for what I remember of the mod maker themselves. I should actually get the name of the mod maker. Where is it in my list here? It's no sound because I'm currently looking at my mod list. Here it is. Hertz Province. It's called Law Series Hertz Province Patrols. That's Hertz, H-E-R-T-Z. So there you go. That's quite nice. If you want smaller armies around or smaller tactical battles. You do have to own the entire province. That is a caveat to it. But that's fair enough. Okay, land ship. Yes, actually in water. Is this... yeah. Should have aquatic. I don't know. Look at it. It's basically in water. Now it's the sea land ship. Or lake land ship. I don't know. Okay. You're not really close enough to bomb them from the offset. There. Outset. There you go. And also, you're not really close enough. There we go. I really want to get some upgrades for you so that you have more range. That would be great. Okay, and... these knights. Well, whatever. Yow! Warpmuskets tearing into the Empire Knights. Steam tanks already in melee. And here comes the mortar shots. The explosion radius on those shots doesn't seem to be really that big at all. It's probably for the best. Pew, 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 pew. Playing as Cracker Drac, though, I can say the Skaven was so annoying to fight against. It's just armies of, like, Death Globe Bombardiers and Warp Fire Throwers and Rattling Guns. Ugh. For a primarily melee-focused army like the Cracker Drac is, that's... I found it a big... rather difficult. Fun, but... oof. Okay, I think I might actually want you to hop out of combat. Oh, and my slingers. It feels like these mortars should have some effect on the shots, but... I don't think they need it, honestly. Oh, those knights are back. Get out of here. Scope him in and drop him. There we go. Turn around over that way. Actually, two of you spread out. Oh, my units are getting split up. Oh well. Meow. Skaven, the best snipers. They can't all miss. I mean, they're hitting something. Some of these just really hated some of these slaves. Well, they suspected some of the slaves to have, like, stolen some of their food or something. Yeah, he deserved it. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Close victory. Yeah. Yeah, my bombers took a lot of damage there. DY underscore warherd of the Shadow Gave. Oh, okay. DY. Wonder what that stands for. 40 kills for the land tank. 42, 61, 44, 38. These are good. If you keep them out of melee, I'd guess.
Great victory.
Okay, more food. And this gash snag.
I am warlord. Fool. Verminous valor.
I'm gonna move you back over here to get a turn of... Yes? Yes, a turn of replenishment, please.
Even great clans answer to me.
We don't really have anything else here which would be of use to us. I mean, up here, Warp Smart would be nice. Missile strength increase, magic resistance, and leadership. Is that useful? I mean, more missile strength, I guess. I don't know whether that's worth going all the way up there for. It'd be more useful getting a Warlock Engineer and getting the abilities they get, I think, than getting that. whip smart, perhaps, but our infantry... It's because our army is mostly going to be weapons teams, and there's not that many upgrades for weapons teams here. I do want to focus on the units specific for this faction. We'll get Ramp Marcher. More movement distance. Fly fast, force march you away.
Another victory.
Yes.
Praise me.
Let's go back over here over the river. And far away.
I am greatest warlord.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Enter. Gashnag's going to be perfectly at home with this vampire corruption we're spreading. Have they lost Akendorf? Dvorak's their capital. Or is Myrmidon's their capital and it's just moved over to the... Oh hey, you're attacking me.
Fight. Kill. Death.
Good, good, good. It said grasslands, I was worried there for a moment, but no, it is actually a crossing battle. You have pikemen, rangers, knights errant, pistoliers, great cannons. 450 range on the great cannons. Yeah, let's spend 3. Gashnag. What's it got? Illusionary Shadows. 20% damage resistance for self and affects allies in range. That's an ability too. He can cast that as many times as he wants every 60 turns. 60 seconds. More shadows, regeneration, strong vigor, causes fear. I should probably play as Gashnag at some point.
Fight down.
All of my army is injured except for the warp muskets. And those, I guess. That's fine. Those are the most valuable unit I consider in the army, and these. You're keeping everything else together. And this is a one crossing map. It's nice.
Yes, yes.
With a big old hill right in front of the crossing. It's like it's tailor-made for us.
Conrats.
Position the mortars up there, slaves at the front.
Now ready. Aye, ready. Yes, yes.
There we go. Slaves. Bombers.
What?
You can go there, and you can go there. Land tank. You can go there.
Skaven slave.
I'll actually position you like... Yeah.
Ready. Faster, scurry. Not scurry, yes.
Okay, and you can sit, yeah, just about there. That's pretty much perfect. Covering my units and not close enough to be within range of the enemy units. Well, they have their cannons, but, you know. Fire the mortars! You're in for a world of hurt. Bet you weren't expecting that, were you? That didn't do too much. 7, 11. I'll just summon a bunch of clan rats on top of you. Do you hear tunneling? Oh, these ones don't have the nifty hats. Oh well. This is where we got our yellow uniforms from, is it? Yeah, I expected those knights to turn around as soon as that happened. Are you shooting those? Oh. Stupid mortars. Good. Get rid of those cannons. I want them shattered. You probably won't get to that. Oh no, you did good. Run up here. Pew! Ah! There's Gashnag. I think Gashnag is like... Under the illusionary facade of a mysterious, disfigured yet benevolent prince, Gashnag is the last spiritual heir of Ushuran, the Strigoi patriarch. Yeah, he's actually a Strigoi ghoul. Strigoi vampire. But, he's like, leads the Border Princes as like a... Well, as it says. As a disfigured but benevolent lord. Strigoi vampires are some of the more reasonable vampires, I think, as long as you don't get them into a rage. They have more of a history of living and working with humans. And there he dies. Well. Oh yeah, there's some dwarves here too, aren't there? Yeah. Yeah, shoot those guys. I see beard things. Shoot, shoot. Get to see their nice banners too.
Our clans will shoot us.
Oh, we did see the banners for the pikeman units. Do the other pikemen have their banners still? Probably got taken out. No, they got taken out. I have that banner mod, but I also have the one which adds banners to the Talia, Stalia, and Border Princes factions. So. I could probably see it on the ground somewhere around here somewhere, but yeah. There we go. One less hero. I didn't even spend all my food. Oh well. Nice victory. I would prefer to have some left over, thinking about it, than find myself wanting during a battle, though. 80 losses. I think all to slaves. Or maybe to some of my other guys. Oh yeah, some of my warp muskets got damaged. No! How will we recover? 78-51.
Hungry clan rats. Let them feast.
Yep, get the food. That will at least cover for the 2 ones which I didn't spend. Get 6 food for that battle. We'll get some more when we attack and destroy their army. And then go and... Got sea legs. Maybe take...
Master engineer.
Zavorak? Oh, I want the entire province. Skaven have provincial
Fight.
patrols as well. Though,
Frenzy.
from the page, apparently the Skaven patrols spend a lot of their time ambushing and sneaking around
Yes.
rather than visually patrolling around.
Guide us, horned
But
one.
let's go and attack Zavorak.
Storm
And, yeah, we'll just
attend me.
auto-resolve that. There we go.
Battle.
Yep, loot and occupy. There we go. Man's Ruin.
Horned one watches
We get
me.
a marble quarry, Sawyer. Exploitative planning. Ooh, what's this? Grand stonemasonry. Oh, right, yeah. Nice. Construction time reduction. Construction cost reduction. Faction-wide, all regions. 400 income generated. Cool. Coupled with this. Going to be a nice amount of income this province is going to be generating us.
My command.
And we'll get the Unholy Temple, because I want more food. It'll free up. Free us up to expand a bit more. Do I want to get corruptive or dictatorial? These aren't really things which I ever really consider getting, except on like Lord Skrok, because he has high Skaven corruption anyway. I like to get even more on top of that sometimes, but because of the vampiric corruption he's causing, that's plus 10. That would be plus 3. How much does he cause normally? Just plus 10. He doesn't cause any Skaven corruption on his own. That's only going to be when he's in the province too, though. So if we keep Skretch out of our provinces, the vampiric corruption is not going to be a problem. It's only when he comes home. I should probably start putting it into his yellow tree, because if he gets this, I want that to be as effective as possible. It gives 150 armor, 50 speed, armor piercing. Yeah. Verminous Valor. Will I keep that if I get the mount? Deadly Onslaught. Melee defense, that would be nice on top of it. Missile resistance and magic resistance. And he'll cause terror with that as well. Yeah. I'm going to start putting it... Let's get sneaky for now. Oh, I've got 3 points. Sneaky, tail weapon, and I don't think I have a mod which gives me multiple skill points. Just going up multiple levels. Like 2 skill points per turn. Per level. Just got lucky on that. You've got 90 armor base. That would give me 15. Why does it... okay. And let's get Trixie as well for the magic resistance. Okay, and then we get the food generation from that. And I'll probably go into the lower deck gun port so we can get the Lore of the Deep. Or should I go for the upper deck guns so we can get Scurvy deck engine? That gives me mortars and warp carronades. Wait, missile strength on that is 1,426 as well? Wait, what? Why is the missile strength on that so high? Is that a mistake? Again, the warp lightning cannon only deals like... Where is it? Oh, we can't see that here. We'd have to see it in the settlement. Yeah, the warp lightning cannon is only 194. I'll have to see it in action. Might be a reason for that, because perhaps it shoots multiple shots. Does it say that? Because I think in that case... Okay, so there's 2 projectiles. Let's see. Base weapon, base missile damage 100. This is also damage over 10 seconds. Armor piercing missile damage 260, base explosive damage 5, armor piercing explosive damage 20, bonus versus infantry is 100, bonus versus large is 350. It fires 2 projectiles, and there's 3 of them. Okay. 5.4 second reload time, and the damage value shown is damage over 10 seconds. Okay. I'm not going to try and do math to figure all that out. But I was saying, because it might, maybe, because I think what it does is it sort of goes, okay, so an individual bullet, say a weapon fires like 5 shots, and this is how I think it works. If a weapon fires 5 shots at once, and each shot does 100 damage, it will add them all together and say, okay, it does 500 damage. or something, and plus whatever else. Rate over time over, you know, damage over time and so on, so it's not like one shot. Yeah, you can see the warp fire throwers shoot 4 shots per volley. Rattling guns fire, they got 408 missile strength. Yeah, 18 shots per volley and it's 3.8 seconds reload time. Base missile damage is 3. Armor piercing missile damage is 6. But they've got a high missile strength because they fire so many shots over a short amount of time. And it's like nearly twice that because of the you're getting 2 volleys in 10 seconds. Anyway. With the warp lightning cannons, they shoot 1 shot every 18.9 seconds. So it's a lot slower. Anyway. Okay. Where do these fire? It doesn't say. Doom rocket launcher. Rocket battery. Does it fire 1 rocket? 15.3 seconds reload time. 88, 30, 70, 35. I've never actually... Well, I haven't looked at that recently for Hellstorm rocket batteries, so I don't know how it's different.
For the wisdom of the lair.
Okay, well... End turn. And I think we might call it for Clan Skurvy for tonight. It's only turn 12, but we've made a fair bit of progress. Taken Mermans, Vorak, and we've got the Grunty Mingol down there. Raised our sentiment up there because it was kind of useless. Sailed our other army over here. After this, what will I do? I don't really want to just take the sea army and, you know, fight on land. That's not really in theme. So perhaps we'll go and sail over somewhere else. We might spend some time building up our armies here so that I can defend these settlements a bit better. It's just we're going to be getting attacked by all these, so I'm going to get forced into a land battle, even though I don't really want to. We take Sartosa. Perhaps that'll be another nice settlement to own, along with Myrmidons. Maybe we take Miragliano too. Tabaro is still open, so perhaps if that remains open, I might go over there and get that. And then, I don't know. Perhaps our overall campaign goal could be to try and get revenge on Count Noctilus for enslaving Skretch Half-Dead. Because he's half dead, not full dead. Because he was dead. And then Count Noctilus inadvertently raised him from the dead. So yeah. At least we're making things problematic for everyone with this vampire corruption.
By Sigma, no!
Sorcerer inventor, yes, yes!
Yeah. Anyway, we'll save it there, and we'll continue with this next time. Fun faction so far. I like the warp muskets, and the mortars are a lot more than I was expecting. I was really just expecting, like, Empire mortars, but quite a bit more than that. That's fun. And the bombers are nice too. Yeah. Fun faction so far. I look forward to seeing the rest of the units. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me then.